Hello everyone, it's Olumayowa Victor Ogunsola for you. And today I'm here with something interesting. What I'll be speaking on today, it's for everybody, whether you are a student, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you are working in an organization, anywhere in the world. Today's topic should be very interesting for you because today's topic is to help us on our personal effectiveness and professional development. What do I have for us today? Today, I talk to us about Stephen Covey's 7 habits of highly effective people. Okay, Stephen Covey, as you can see his picture on there, came up with something fantastic, something to help us to become highly effective. And that is what I will be talking about today. So if you want to come with me to the whiteboard, I would be talking about the 7 habits of highly effective people by Stephen Covey. Thank you. So, Stephen Covey's, it's not mine, so we have to reference and give credit to Stephen Covey. Stephen Covey's 7 habits of highly effective people. 7 of them. Before I go on talking about the 7 points on how to become highly effective, I'd like us to first understand the meaning of 2 words. And the 2 words will be effective and efficiency. What does it mean when we say effective? What does it mean when we say efficient or efficiency? So we've got effective. What does this mean? And then we've got efficient. These are 2 keywords that we can use to improve our personal effectiveness and professional development. One of these 2 words means doing things right, while the other one means doing the right things. Okay, I'm going to put it on the board now so that we are not confused. Effective, that is effectiveness, means doing the right things. Doing the right things. While efficiency means doing things right. Doing things right. Maybe someone's confused. What's the difference between effectiveness and efficiency? You could be doing the right thing, but perhaps you are not doing things right. It could be that you are a student, and the right thing for you is to study. So therefore, doing the right things. I am studying, I'm a student. But are you studying right? That is, are you doing things right? Okay? Maybe you should be studying for a particular project, rather for the exams. But then you are studying for the exams and not for the project. That means you are studying, you are doing the right things, but you are not doing things right because you are not studying for the project, you are studying for the exams. Okay, so effectiveness means doing the right things, and efficiency means doing things right. In order to be highly effective person, I would say we should ask ourselves the question, 2 questions every time. Every time we are at work, every time we are in business, in our personal lives, ask yourself question number 1. Am I doing the right thing? If you have a yes to that answer, that means you are being effective. Am I doing the right thing? If I have a yes to that answer, that means you're being effective. Then you ask yourself a second question. Am I doing things right? If you have a yes to that answer, that means you are being efficient. So I'll now go on with 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. But it's important for us first to understand the meaning of effectiveness and efficiency. Thank you. Like we said, it's 7. So I think the best thing for me to do would be to have 1. And the first thing there would be to be proactive. Okay? It says be proactive. What does it mean to be proactive? It means to think ahead. What does it mean to be proactive? It means don't wait for certain things to happen before you act. What does it mean to be proactive? I say 3 things. Think ahead, plan ahead, and act ahead. Think, plan, act, ahead. Okay? So, 7 habits of highly effective people. First point, be proactive. Okay? Think ahead, plan ahead, act ahead. Thank you very much. We go to point number 2 now, which is begin with the end in mind. Begin with the end in mind. Number 2. And it says, begin with the end in mind. And when we talk about beginning with the end in mind, it simply means have a vision. Have a picture of what you want to be in the future. The moment you have a vision, the moment you can picture it, then you are going to think about it, you are going to plan about it, and you're going to act on it. Okay? So begin with the end in mind. I would like to say, have a vision. Okay? I'd like to add that picture the future. Picture the future. Always do that. Okay? Picture the future. So let's go to Stephen Covey's 3rd point, which is about putting first things first. Put first things first. 3. Put first things first. And this simply means, pardon me, and this simply means that you have to be organized, okay? Be organized. Be organized. Don't do what you're supposed to do first, last, and what you're supposed to do last, first. Be organized. When you have a plan, let your plan be on a scale of preference. Have priorities in your plan. Do I study first? Do I get my educational certificates first before I get married? And you just have to plan. Put first things first. Be organized. And then we go to point number 4 by Stephen Covey. And point number 4 is very interesting because it talks about thinking win-win. Okay? It says, think, win, win. And when we say thinking about win-win, or think win-win rather, we mean you should have an assertive behavior. Okay? I'm going to use this space now to talk about 3 kinds of behavior before we go on. I'm on the 4th point from Stephen Covey. Think win-win. If you want to be a highly effective person, think win-win. Okay? I talk about how to think about win-win. There is a behavior, aggressive behavior. Aggressive behavior. It's about I run you. You keep quiet. It's all about me. You've got to listen to me. Okay? You do as I say. Your opinion does not matter. You've got to do what I say. I run you. Aggressive behavior. There is a behavior, yeah, and so we say that is not right. Aggressive behavior. There is a behavior, submissive behavior, and that is you run me. Okay, I'll do exactly what you want. Is that what you want me to do? Okay, it's gonna be, I'll do it, you know. So, submissive behavior. You run me. So, I let down my own happiness, I let off my own time, I'm just pleasing you, I'm just doing it to make you happy. Submissive behavior, that's not the right attitude for someone who wants to be highly effective. So, we say no. Now, there is a 3rd behavior, which is being assertive. And assertive means win. I don't run you, you don't run me, we meet halfway and we are happy. I am happy, you are happy, okay? And that is assertive behavior, and that is a win-win situation. And that's what we mean win-win, which means you have to be assertive at all times. Yeah? Be assertive at all times. Be assertive. Now we go to the 5th point by Stephen Covey. Remember, we have 7 habits of highly effective people. Let's go to point number 5. And point number 5 is seek first to understand and then be understood. Okay? Seek first to understand and then be understood. And this is simply talking about our listening skills. Listening skills. So always try to listen and listen and listen again before you speak. So always try to understand the situation before you come to conclusions. In consultancy, actually, we talk about the 5 W's. Keep asking why. Ask why 5 times so that you can understand more and understand more and understand more. And the more you understand, the more you are able to diagnose the problem, and then the more you are able to profile the right solutions to the problem. So keep listening. Seek first to understand. Make sure you understand before you speak to be understood. Okay? So like I said, I quickly put that. You can ask about the 5 W's. Yeah? You can use that if you want to understand situations. Yeah? The what, yeah, the who, yeah, the why, yeah, the when, yeah, and the where. These are all questions, yeah. So seek first to understand before you are understood, okay? So what, who, why, when, and where. Okay? You should always ask questions. We have just 2 more points, and that will be the end of this video. The next point is quite an interesting one, and it talks about synergizing. Point number 6. Synergize. And when we talk about synergizing, we are talking about your networking. Okay? Use your network positively. Most of us on our phones, we have so many networks, some doctors, some teachers, some accountants, but we never call these people until there is a problem. Okay? You have your old students association from primary, secondary, university. Use your networks appropriately. Okay? Use your networks appropriately. Synergize. Okay? There is power in the power of 10 people is more than the power of one. So use your networks appropriately if you want to be a highly effective person. And we go to the very last point now, which is sharpen the saw. Okay? The very last point now, which is sharpen the saw. Point number 7. Sharpen the saw. And what Stephen Covey is talking about here is to live a balanced lifestyle. To live a balanced lifestyle, okay? So, emotionally, spiritually, physically, we have to live a balanced lifestyle. Okay? So our health is important to us. Okay? Emotions important to us. Spiritual life important to us. It all has to be balanced. Okay? We have to live a balanced lifestyle. And these are the 7 habits of highly effective people by Stephen Covey. I can run through them again. Be proactive. Think ahead. Okay? Think ahead. Begin with the end in mind. Have a picture of what you want to be in the future. Have a vision that you would work on. Put first things first. It means be organized. You want to be a highly effective person, please be organized. Think win-win. Don't let anybody to be aggressive towards you by saying they run you. Don't be aggressive towards anybody by saying you run them. Rather, make it a win-win situation. You are happy, the other party is happy as well. Seek first to understand, which means listening skills. Listen, listen, listen. I talk about the 5 W's. Ask questions about the what, the who, the why, the when, and the where, and also the how. Okay? Synergize. Use your contact. Network, and network again. And then sharpen the saw. Emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, and other aspects of life. Live a well-balanced lifestyle. Okay, thank you very much. That's the 7 habits of highly effective people by Stephen Covey. I hope that you have enjoyed this. You know that I will not go until I talk about my passion. Can you see that? Africa must develop. Okay, so are you an African anywhere in the world? Please keep doing something to promote African unity and keep doing something towards the development of the African continent. Thank you very much. Have you enjoyed this session, which was about personal effectiveness and professional development? Please, you can send me an email at Delta Mango Alpha Yankee Oscar Romeo 4umbrella@gmail.com. That's dmail for you @gmail.com. Thank you very much. As we say in English language, thank you. In Dutch language, dank you well. From Yoruba culture, Nigeria, West Africa, I like to say, Esheo.